So hi friends, this is Monish back with the Hindu Daily Editorial of July 26, 2025. So in this video, we are going to discuss some vocabulary words and word substitutions and idioms and phrases, and at last make sure to watch till the end so that you'll be able to solve the previously asked questions from today's session. So make sure to watch the video till the end so that you can answer the previous asked questions. Now, coming to the first vocabulary part, coming to the vocabulary first part, the first word on the screen we have is diplomacy. The first word is diplomacy. Diplomacy is a noun, and diplomacy means dautyam. Diplomacy means dautyam. So, the first word diplomacy means dautyam. Diplomacy is the art of managing international relations tactfully. The art of managing international relations tactfully is called as diplomacy. Synonyms are statesmanship, realpolitik. Statesmanship and realpolitik are the synonyms of the word diplomacy. Antonyms are belligerence and undiplomacy. Belligerence and undiplomacy are the opposite of diplomacy. Example: India's decision to resume visas for Chinese tourists signals cautious diplomacy to rebuild the fractured ties. So, India's decision to restart visas for Chinese tourists signals cautious in the sense dangerous diplomacy to rebuild fractured ties. Then coming to the next word we have rupture. Next word we have is rupture, which is a noun. Rupture means chilika. Rupture means chilika. A sudden break or split in relations or continuity is called as rupture. Discontinuity or a break in something. So synonyms are schism and disjunction. Schism and disjunctions are the synonyms of rupture. Coming to the antonyms, we have reconciliation and union. Reconciliation and union are the antonyms of rupture. Example: the Galwan clash led to rupture in trust that diplomacy is now slowly trying to mend. So the Galwan clash led to a discontinuity in the trust that diplomacy is now slowly trying to mend. And coming to the next word, we have tranquility. The next word is tranquility. Tranquility is a noun, and tranquility means prashantata. Tranquility means prashantata. A state of calm, peace, especially in a political or geographical context, is called as tranquility. We also use tranquilizers. Tranquilizers are the drugs which help in reducing the pain. Tranquilizers. So synonyms are serenity and equanimity. Serenity and equanimity are the synonyms of tranquility. Antonyms: tumult and turbulence. Tumult and turbulence are the antonyms of tranquility. Example: both nations emphasized the need to restore tranquility along the border for lasting peace. Both nations strongly suggested that the need to restore peace along the border for lasting the peace. Next word we have dismantling. The next word is dismantling. Dismantling is a noun which means vidadiyadam, the process of removing something. So dismantling means the act of taking something apart or ending a structure or system. So as we generally saw in the Robo movie, so Mr. Rajnikant dismantles the robo at the end of the robo first part. So dismantling is the act of taking something apart. Synonyms are demobilization, deconstruction, demobilization, deconstruction. Antonyms: establishment, reinforcement, creation. Example: the dismantling of temporary military infrastructure is crucial to confidence building in the LAC, line of actual control. So, the dismantling of temporary military infrastructures is crucial to confidence building at the line of actual control. Then, next word we have is patrolling. The next word is patrolling, which is a noun, and patrolling means Pariyatanam, Gasti. So generally at night police do patrolling rounds. So patrolling in the sense the act of moving through an area to monitor or protect it. So generally some of the police vehicles we do see the title called as patrol vehicle. Patrol vehicle in the sense that the vehicle moves continuously to monitor the particular area. Synonyms are reconnoitering and surveillance. Reconnoitering and surveillance. Antonyms: neglecting, overlooking, ignoring, withdrawal. And example: joint statements hinted at structured dialogue on patrolling protocols to avoid further clashes. So joint statements hinted at structured dialogue on patrolling protocols to avoid further clashes. Then next word we have is desludging. Next word we have is desludging, which is a noun, and desludging means Burda Tolagimpu. Burda Tolagimpu is called as desludging or desludging. Desludging. Sludging in the sense Burda, de in the sense removal of something against of it. So the process of removing sludge or waste from septic tanks or sewers is called as desludging. Synonyms are evacuation, scouring. Evacuation and scouring. Antonyms are accumulation and deposition. Accumulation and deposition. So desludging in the sense removal of something, whereas coming to the antonyms, it must be grouping of something, accumulation or deposition. Example: the Namaste scheme promotes complete mechanization of septic tank desludging to prevent manual intervention. So the Namaste scheme promotes the complete mechanism of septic tank removal to prevent manual disturbance. With instead of mankind, generally the mechanism provides the complete way of cleaning those septic tanks without human intervention. The next word we have is scavengers. Scavengers is a noun and it means Subrata Karmikulu, Paki. Then people who clean waste or decayed material, often in inhuman conditions, are scavengers. So scavengers generally vulture and jackal. Vulture and jackal are the two animals which are called as scavengers of the forest. So they, instead of killing some other animals, they do eat the remainings of the dead bodies which are left by tigers, lions and some other carnivorous animals. So scavengers are helping in cleaning the decayed or waste matter. Synonyms are foragers and rag pickers. Foragers and rag pickers. And antonyms: dignitaries, professionals. Dignitaries and professionals. Generally, scavengers mean to be somewhat unprofessional word. So, antonym of scavengers is dignitaries or else professionals. Example: despite legal bans, many sanitation workers still function as modern day scavengers under difficult job titles. Despite the legal ban, many sanitation workers still function as modern day scavengers. So, still they are working as the people who clean the waste under different job titles. So, next word we have is solicit. Next word we have is solicit, which is a verb. Solicit means అభ్యర్థించండి, అభ్యర్థించడం. So, to ask for or to try to obtain something from someone. To ask for or to try to get something from someone is solicit. Synonyms are implore, beseech. Implore and beseech are the synonyms of solicit. That means asking for something to obtain from someone. So, antonyms are repel, dissuade. Repel and dissuade. Example: activists continue to solicit government attention to ensure safety gear and fair wages for sanitation workers. So, the activist continues to ask the government for attention to ensure the safety gear and the fair salaries for the sanitation workers. Now, coming to the next word, we have profiling. Next word is profiling. Profiling is a noun and profiling means వ్యక్తిగత వివరాలు రూపకల్పన. వ్యక్తిగత రూపకాలు రూపకల్పన. Profile something. So, collecting data or information about people to make judgments, often unfairly. So, often unfairly means this gives us a negative sense. Profiling. Synonyms are categorization, typification. Categorization and typification are the antonyms or synonyms for profiling. Then, coming to the antonyms, we have individualization and neutrality. Individualization and neutrality are the antonyms of profiling. Sentence: social audits revealed indirect profiling of sanitation workers, disgusting them as contractual staff to avoid liabilities. So, the social audits revealed that the indirect profiling of sanitation workers, disgusting them as contractual staff to avoid the liabilities. And next word on the screen, we have standoff. The word is standoff, which is a noun. Standoff means avarodha sthiti, gharshana. A situation in which neither side can win or make progress is standoff. Coming to the synonyms, we have impasse and deadlock. Impasse and deadlock are the synonyms of standoff. Antonyms are breakthrough, accord. Breakthrough and accord. Example: the military standoff along the line of actual control remains unresolved despite multiple bilateral meetings. So, the military standoff, the military deadlock along the LAC remains unresolved despite multiple bilateral in the sense two-sided meeting. Then, coming to the one word substitutions, the first word on the screen we have repatriate. Repatriate. Repatriate means to send someone back to their own country. Send someone back to their own country is called as repatriate. Here, re in the sense again. Re in the sense again. Patriate in the sense own country. So, repatriate means sending someone back to their own country is repatriate. Now, due to the ruling of Trump had announced a law that every Indian must, not only Indian, every foreigner must go back to their own country instead of staying in US. Next word we have is polyglot. Next word we have is polyglot. It means a person who knows and uses several languages. Here, poly means many, glot in the sense languages. So, polyglot in the sense who knows many languages. And coming to another word related to this, if a person knows two languages, we can say biglot. Biglot means bi in the sense the number 2, glot in the sense languages. Biglot means a person who knows two languages. Next we have dilettante. 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 Dilettante means a person who dabbles in a subject, especially the arts, without serious commitment or deep knowledge. A person who dabbles, who shows in a subject, especially in arts, without serious commitment is dilettante. And next word we have is vivacious. The next word is vivacious, which means full of life, energy and enthusiasm. Lively and spirited is vivacious. So successfully we have completed this one word substitutions, and now moving on to the final part, idioms and phrases. The first idiom on the screen we have is chapter and verse. The idiom is chapter and verse. Chapter and verse mean precise details or exact authority to support a statement is chapter and verse. Generally in Bible, for every statement there is a verse, like 21:8, like a ratio type is given, so it is called as verse. It means it gives a precise detailing or exact authority to support a statement. Next we have dog in the manger. Dog in the manger. A person who prevents others from using something they themselves do not need or use. So a person who prevents others from using something they themselves do not need to use, then we can call he is a dog in the manger. And coming to the next idiom we have vote with one's feet. Vote with one's feet. We have already covered this idiom vote with one's feet, and it means to show dissatisfaction by leaving or stopping support. Next, a hard nut to crack. A hard nut to crack means a difficult puzzle. A difficult problem or a person who is hard to understand or deal with is the time when we can use a hard nut to crack. Then coming to the next idiom, bring down the house. Bring down the house. The idiom suggests receive loud and enthusiastic applause or cheers. So when we receive a loud and enthusiastic applause or cheers, then we can say he brought down the house. So now let us move with the previously asked questions. So in SSC CHSL 2021, the question was asked, find the antonym of tranquility. Antonym, tranquility in the sense peace, and coming to the antonym, it means turbulence. Turbulence means disturbance. In SBI PO 2017, the question was asked, choose the word that is most opposite in the meaning to solicit. Opposite in the sense antonym of the word solicit. Solicit in the sense repel. So the opposite of solicit is repel. Solicit in the sense requesting something, and opposite is repelling. Next, in SSC CGL Tier 1, Tier 2 2022, a person who knows and speaks many languages. A person who knows and speaks many languages. Many languages in the sense polyglot. So polyglot is the right one. Then next we have in Bank PO 2015, the question was, choose the correct meaning of the idiom a hard nut to crack. A hard nut to crack. A hard nut to crack idiom suggests that it is a difficult problem. So option B is the right one. So that's it for today's class. Hope you did enjoy the session. If you did enjoy the session, make sure to subscribe the channel and also hit the like, so that it would be a small boost of motivation to create more videos for you. And if you did not join the Telegram channel yet, join the Telegram channel English with Technical Monish, so that you will be getting the PDF materials and daily quiz related to today's session. And share this video with your friends who is preparing for competitive exams or else who wants to master the English vocabulary part. So that's it for today's class. See you guys in tomorrow's video. Till then, don't stop learning and keep practicing. See you guys in tomorrow's editorial session. Till then, keep studying. And one more announcement is that as tomorrow is a Sunday, we will be having a quiz. Instead of having the daily scheduled class, we are having a quiz where you will be able to solve all the questions of this week, and from Monday we would be resuming our editorial sessions again. So tomorrow make sure to join the quiz and attempt your quiz and share your marks in the comment section. Till then, keep studying and join the channel for all the PDFs of this week. Till then, see you guys in tomorrow's quiz session. Till then, goodbye.